also that of your families and teachers. You leave this university with degrees, certainly, but you also leave with something more important, the freedom to choose the direction of your life. That freedom is a privilege, but it comes with responsibility. Des Antiquity Wikimedia stands for an idea I believe in deeply. Education is not only about what you know, but about how you decide, how you use knowledge when it matters. It is an extraordinary honor to be here, to see the many sides of this remarkable institution, its growth and achievements. The extraordinary path set by its revered and globally respected founders, Gurudev and Mataji. And what an extra special time it is to be here to mark Mataji's centennial. And of course, the centennial of the eternal flame. I will be forever grateful to be here on those occasions. It is also valuable to recognize the great builders of this institution who remain a vital part of its body, Dr. Sahab and Gigi. Gigi, you are one of the world's preeminent spiritual leaders, and your inspiration is well known across the globe, adding to the reputation someone deeply from this institution and this community. Krish, thank you for all you do for the United Kingdom. Lord Ravel is one of the most respected and admired figures in the United Kingdom in its history. Over the last few decades, more than 400 million people have been lifted from extreme poverty. India is now the 5th largest economy in the world and one of the fastest growing. India has built systems that many countries now study to implement in their own countries. More than 1.3 million people have a digital identity, allowing support and benefits to reach families directly. India now makes more digital payments than any country on earth, bringing billions into the formal economy. India stands at the front of science and innovation. It produces around 60% of the world's vaccines by volume. It has reached Mars and the Moon, and become the first nation to land in the Moon's South Pole. These achievements are not dreams, they are facts, and they change the question gradually for your generation. The question is no longer how or whether India can succeed, it already has. The question is what kind of success you will choose to build. This is where spirituality matters, not as ritual alone, but as guidance for life. Across traditions, spirituality teaches something simple and demanding. Just because you can do something does not mean you should. In my faith, the Jewish faith, Jewish teaching begins with wisdom and humility and insists that learning must shape character. But Rabbi Jonathan Sachs expressed this with great clarity when he said, a civilization is only as strong as the moral commitments of its citizens. This is a profound truth. Spirituality is not about the rules of the world, it is about how we live in it, how we exercise power, success, and respond to those who depend on our decisions. In a fast-moving world, spirituality is not a barrier to progress, it's what keeps progress human. And let me speak very frankly to you, the graduates. You should be ambitious. India needs your ambition. The world needs your ambition. But ambition alone is not enough. Every generation wants success. What matters is what you're willing to take responsibility for once you succeed. In Jewish teaching we ask, if not now, when? And if not me, who? This is not about ego, it's about obligation. Winston Churchill once said, as a businessman, this has a very special meaning for me. We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. The Bhagavad Gita expresses the same truth differently. You have the right to action, but not to the fruits of action. Different cultures, the same wisdom. A good life is not measured only by what you achieve for yourself, by what your achievements make possible for others. As a Jew standing in India, a rare and meaningful Jewish communities have lived in India for over 2,000 years. Among them the Bnei Israel, the Kochi Jews, the Baghdadi Jews. In Kochi, Jewish communities were granted full charters by local rulers guaranteeing religious freedom and protection. Charters that were respected across the generation. What makes this history extraordinary is there is no record of anti-Semitism, anti-Semitic violence, forced conversion or state persecution of Jews in India. In fact, even when there are attempts by others, particularly Europeans, to introduce such a hatred into India, it was fully resisted by the people. This is a remarkable achievement, the world's only such achievement, a testament to values and spirituality. Jews were and have always been able to be fully Jewish and fully Indian. This is no small achievement. It reflects a civilization confident enough to allow difference without fear. As a Jew, I feel gratitude for this history. And as a visitor to India, I feel admiration. And this is why this university matters. Shaped by the vision of Gurudev, who believed that social change, he taught that education without character is incomplete and that spirituality must be. This university does not simply prepare you for jobs, it prepares you for choices. Most of the important choices in your life will not be dramatic. They will be quiet. Moments when honesty costs something. Moments when it's easier to look away than to act. This is when education shows its true value. In Jewish tradition, Tikkun Olam, preparing the world, as a slow, shared, and asks only that each generation does its part. You will make mistakes, everyone does. What matters is whether and move forward with humility. So let me leave you with this. India now has power, economic, technological, social, philosophical, and global. Your generation that will decide how that impact, how that power is used, how responsibility is applied, and how to have a dramatic footprint on this world. Not through grand speeches, but through everyday decisions, through how you treat others, through what you choose to build, and what you refuse to accept. Graduates, be ambitious but grounded. Be successful but generous. Be confident but always humane. You honour your family, your teachers, this university.